Yeah, man. Conspiracy theories, the internet. What, you ever looked at how they build the internet? Like, you ever looked at like documentaries on how they build the internet? Like, because it's a mystery
it is very
still.
interesting. Yeah.
Because it started out as emails, you know, and there's several different stories or articles that tell different people were part of it, and there's no one person that's designated as like the father or the grand master of like the internet. It really started out with email, and then email started growing, and then you started making an actual channel where anybody can go to,
Right,
and then like hacking and all that shit.
Because if you think about it, like you can go from computer to computer, but when you're accessing an actual thing that everybody can log into that's sharing the same thing, like I can look at the same page all the way across the country that this person's doing by typing in an address. Starts to bug you out, man, and you're like, okay, well, what server is this that I'm logging into, or like who's controlling this thing? It's just like kind of crazy to think about. And
well, like there's Google, I mean there's the internet, which what we call Google, and then there's the dark web. You ever heard about like the dark web and all that shit? And and apparently Google is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. Dark web. I just hear scary stories about dark web, so I'm like, I haven't delved into it.
Right. See, this is the graph I keep getting. There's this app I have.
It's like a deeper web. Yeah. So I listened to the podcast where this hacker was on, and he's talking about how dark web is.
It's no joke.
I think it started off as where whistleblowers can go to kind of
the
be
dark
secure.
web is a subset of the deep web, which is the part of the internet that cannot be found using search engines. The dark web is a hidden network that requires a special browser to access. The deep web is estimated to be 400 to 500 times larger than the common internet. Beyond the Valley, Understanding the Mysteries of the Dark Web, from CSEEP 6, 2018. The dark web is a small subset of the deep web, which is part of the internet that is not found using search engines. That includes many websites that require users to log in with a username and password. And the deep web is estimated to be about 400 to 500 times larger than the common internet.cnbc.com. What is the dark web? How to act? The dark web is known for being anonymous and a haven for illegal transactions. The deep web is used for legitimate day-to-day online activities. Dark web versus deep web. 5 key differences. Spiceworks May 5, 2022.
But yeah, man. So like, there's parts of the internet that you can't even reach, and they're heavily populated.
Yeah, like, yeah. I know the basics. Like you have to have I think it's the Tor browser.
Yes, and then, which is I got it down here.
Oh shit!
I got Tor and Brave. Dude.
Yeah, but
apparently Brave
I
is
hear
like
nothing but crazy stories. So I just kind of like I don't even want.
You don't want to fuck around with it.
Yeah.
I get it. Whenever I need to Google some crazy shit, you tell me on the podcast.
No, but I think it started off as a whistleblower thing. Like you can go on there and whistleblow things without worrying about.
Well, the story I heard about Tor was it was created by the FBI. Or one of those organizations to encrypt sensitive information. And the only way you can encrypt sensitive information if there's other information flowing through that same channel. So the more people that sign up for Tor and become quote unquote anonymous,
diluted.
the more diluted, the more channels you got to break through to then reach the information you're looking for, and that's why allegedly Tor is the best. But it was created by the government, so how credible could it be? So that's where a lot of people kind of come into the debate of like, no, I wouldn't recommend doing Tor. You should do Brave and all this stuff and blah blah blah.
I just hear a crazy story about people doing dumb shit like hiring hitmen and fucking.
Oh yeah, the Skid Row. Did you ever hear about
crazy drugs off there and using their actual address, and then all of a sudden you got FBI busting in your door because you had 50 pounds of heroin coming through some box from some guy you don't know. It's just like, dude, come on, don't be stupid.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's a paper trail. There's electrical paper trail that is people can find.
Yeah, people want to find you. Dude, if the FBI wants to find you, they'll fucking
find you.
Bro.
They'll do whatever it takes.
I used to work for a hotel in Portland, Oregon Hospitality, and a couple doors down was the FBI building. So we'd have like functions and stuff there that they would have. And I remember this kid was in the hotel with his family, and he was doing, he got bored. He was doing prank calls like kids do. He's prank calling. Happened to prank call a lady that worked for the FBI, and the lady showed up at the front desk and knew the exact room number and the exact location that
guy
this kid was calling from. A kid. The kid must have
right
pissed her off pretty bad to pursue that. But she's just kind of stopped by and like, well, I'm going to go up there. Right. And we didn't really have security at the time because, you only have security at night a lot of times. Right. And, she went up there, knocked directly on the door, explained to her parents, and, of course, but the fact that you're in a hotel with hundreds of rooms and she was able to narrow that window down pretty freaking quickly. Within I mean, it had to be within 30 minutes. Right. She narrowed that window down. She probably made a phone call. Dude, if they want to find you, they can find you.
Oh, yeah. I heard a very similar story of when hackers were hacking into elderly folks' computers and stealing their personal information and or photos they find very valuable,
well, you ever seen
and selling it back
the reverse
to them?